verified that, which is good. And my background is sports administration. When I was in high school, I was a baseball and basketball manager. Anybody here been a manager for one of their school teams? Pretty cool stuff, right? Because even though you can't play, and you can look at me and I'm not hitting the walk-off home run, right? Even though we can't play, we can support it from behind the scenes. And once you get that into your system, it really doesn't leave you. So you can be a part of sport in so many different ways. As long as you're getting that fundamental hit now, you have zero idea where that's going to take you. The fun for me, I was walking down the hall as a sophomore in high school to my next class. And I had 3 different routes by which I could go to my next class. I happened to take one of the 3, and when I was walking by the athletic director's office, he stepped out and said, I need a public address announcer tonight for the JV football game. Well, first of all, I had no idea what it was he was talking about. And then secondly, I knew I never wanted to really disappoint an elder, right? You don't want to disappoint somebody that's older than you. So I said, sure, I'll do it. So I go up into the stadium that night, I put on the headset, I get ready to push the button, and I still don't know what I'm doing. But throughout the course of the game, once I learned what public address announcing was in real time, I'm like, I want to do this more. It wasn't really an ego feed, but it's the ability to support it from behind the scenes. So all of those years later, I find myself now in my 17th year handling public address for Duke football. And I'm going to start my 16th season for public address for Duke men's basketball. And so the things I've been able to see, because that sliding door slid left, because I walked down the hall, you have zero idea what this immersion experience is going to bring you somewhere down the line. Right now, it may feel like an obligation. Hey, I wanted to come. I'm really not sure if I like it or not. I think it really is cool, but the further you get away from this, from today, a month from now, a year from now, you're going to look back going, all right, that was pretty damn cool. All right, so how's that for being a quick guest speaker with no preparation?
Professional, true professional.
You're welcome. Yeah. Have fun today, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you want, because obviously we have time to kill. Do you have 1 or 2 questions? Yes, sir. Look at me. I'm supposed to have time off, and I'm still pointing, right? Go ahead.
I have a question.
Who are you, and where are you from?
My name is William Mormon. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis, Tennessee, yes.
This is the question for the coach later.
Well, no, we'll take what question for Trip?
Never mind.
You're ready to go. I like that.
Just kick me in the leg.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Yes, sir.
Did you do anything?
Who are you, and where are you from?
My name is Weston. I'm from Raleigh.
You had to look at your tag to figure out who you were and where you were from.
Oh, they're not ready.
Outside of CA announcing, obviously, is there anything else that you've done in sports? I have managed to do, but is there anything else you did?
So his question was, is there anything else in sports that I've done? One of the really cool things, and Abby and Alyssa can attest to this, one of the really cool things I've done over time is work with college mascots. For the ACC, are you a mascot?
Used to be the Demon Deacon.
Did you really?
Class of '97.
Nice, congratulations. So you have to stand there like this, right?
And a lot of head bobbing.
Right, a lot of head bobbing. So working with college mascots is really cool because there's so many different characters that have so many different personalities. So just a real quick sidebar, since he was a former Demon Deacon, the character of the Deacon is one of my favorites because mascots generally about every 20 or 25 minutes need a break because of the high intensity and the heat that they experience while being in outfit. When you give them a break, they've got to go somewhere out of the eye of the public so they can take the head off and relax. Demon Deacon doesn't have to do that because it's an old man character. He can take a break and still be in character by just sitting in a chair, which to me is amazing. So one of the fun things that I've had a chance to do over the years is work with all of these different mascots. And 10 years ago, I had a chance to take 20 college mascots to Steamboat Springs. Anybody Colorado?
My wife is from Steamboat.
See, there you go. So I had a chance to take 20 mascots for 3 years in a row for Light Olympics out on the slopes in front of all the skiers and continuing education. The coolest part about that, who's from the Philadelphia area? It's going to be somebody from Pennsylvania.
Morristown, right? Yeah.
Coolest part about that is I got to do that with the original Philly fanatic, Dave Raymond. So that put me in a place to where I'm like, how did I get here? Right? So again, sliding doors. If I don't have that chance to be a manager In high school, I don't get a chance to work with college mascots. You don't know, which is what's the fun for me. Anything else? Yes, sir.
How did you go?
Where are you from? We've already done this twice. Where are you from?
William Morris from Memphis.
That's right, same guy, right?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure he knew.
Make sure you point to him later.
How did you go from being that JV PA to taking a step up?
Does anybody know the author Malcolm Gladwell?
Yeah.
He speaks to the 10,000-hour rule, right?
Yeah.
So if you do anything for 10,000 hours, you find yourself elevated. So I did it the first game. I guess I didn't screw it up. So they asked me to do a second game, and then a third game. Next thing you know, I'm 57, and I'm standing in front of you. The thing about your timeline is that you are here now. You cannot see right now. I could not see. You can't see 35 years from now. And what's going to happen between today and 35 years is going to be amazing. Protect your brand. Don't screw it up. Stay on the high road every time. And when somebody asks, will you do it? You say yes. Because if you say no, they're going to ask him, and they're never going to ask you again. Wow, that's dramatic, isn't it? Anything else? Yes, sir.
So, what events or connections led to you getting the job at Duke?
I have been fired 3 times in my life. And it's not because of what I've done professionally, it's because of change in management above my head. New person comes in, old people sometimes, they have to leave. So in being fired 3 times, on the 3rd time, I had a chance to go sit with the then athletic director at Duke, who through another professional track, we sort of knew each other. As he was advancing, I was advancing. So I sat with him and I said, Dr. White, I'm not asking for a job. Just know that I live 30 minutes down the road, and if I can ever be of help, just let me know. He said, well, you need to go meet this guy. So the next day, that guy called me, said, come to the office and let's have a conversation. We have a conversation. He goes, well, we may have a need for football public address. I need you to go meet this guy. So I go meet the 3rd guy. Turns out I knew that guy from 20 years ago. So if you live your life cleanly in the right way in sports, your world gets smaller. So as I go sit with him, he goes, here's a public address script. Cut a tape of it or a file of it and send it to me. We'll see what we think. Sure enough, they liked it, thankfully. When I got the call, hey, we want you to handle football, our volleyball coach was walking by the office when your tape was playing. She wants to know if you'll help out with volleyball. Well, I still, even though I had been on a college campus working, I still knew about that much about college volleyball. But they played inside Cameron Indoor. And I figured if I can put my sound in that building, if their guy of 40 years ever retires, one guy, public address, 40 years, same sport. If he ever retires, then maybe they'll ask me. Sure enough, the next year he retired and they asked me. Blind squirrel finds the nut, right? Yes, ma'am, you had a question?
That was kind of a question, but I have another one. What's been the highlight of your career since you've been working in the ACC and throughout college?
Working with Abby and Alyssa. Is that the right answer?
Good answer.
Yes, that's the right answer.
Highlight of my career, I don't know that I could actually give you a top 5, top 3, top 1. The ability to work with so many cool people. And so when I woke up this morning, I had no idea I had this engagement with you guys. I mean, this is a highlight, right? It's the engagement with people. It's aspiring to want to be around people. I think that's me. Is that enough? Is that good?
Yes.
I can do this all day, but yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name's Sierra. I'm from Southern Hills, New York.
That's how you do it.
If you could give one piece of advice to us students about pursuing a career in sports, what would you give?
One piece of advice for pursuing a career in sports, I will say it again, protect your brand. The only thing that you have when you walk out of here today is who you are. If at any point you put a nick against your brand, if you degrade your brand, then people are going to think differently of you. If you are the same person consistently, genuinely, throughout your entire span, then you will be thought of in good terms. Again, what I love about getting older, the only thing I like about getting older is you live a clean life, your world's going to get smaller. The number of people that you bounce into going, you know that guy? Hey, I know that guy. And then that's how your world will continue to progress because you've lived a clean life and you've protected your brand. There's going to be a moment in which you get fired for a 3rd time, and in that moment, you might be as pissed off as you can be. But in that moment, you have to take the highest road possible because if you go low, somebody's going to remember that moment, and that's going to hurt you moving forward. highest road possible, protect your brand all the way through.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Trip.
Thank you. Last one.
Last one?
Yeah, last one, please.
Do I need to reintroduce myself?
Yeah, stand up this time.
Alright, I'll stand up.
Go ahead.
My name's Weston, and I'm from Raleigh.
Hi, Weston.
Working with Duke, obviously, it kind of hurts to say this a little bit, but they're super like prestigious in basketball. What's been your favorite moment, like working with Duke?
Famous or favorite moment working with Duke. God, there are so many.
Keep your brand.
Maybe my first North Carolina basketball game. So at the end of the scorers table, the sound technicians are here helping to make sure all the sound is running. For that first game that I had, they had a sound meter, a decibel meter. And I asked them at the end of the game, how loud did it get in here? And they said the number was 128 on the decibel meter. And I asked them, because I see the look in your eye, okay, what does 128 mean? I asked them, what's the correlation? And they said that is the same volume by which a jet engine fires up for the first time. Right? Pretty loud. So that's a memory. You guys have fun today.
Thank you.